Happy spring, everybody! Oh my gosh, so I just read the most incredible book. So, it was written by a young girl who's still in college. She just turned 21 this month. Lancali is on TikTok, and she self-published her book thinking that she'd sell a few copies. She sold enough to end up on the best sellers list. She's now agented and in talks with a big 5 publisher. She's literally living my dream. And if you think her story is amazing, just wait until you hear about her book, which I will talk about alongside a story that matches it, Titus's, of Final Fantasy X. Titus begins in his hometown of Zanarkand, where he is a star blitzball player. And during his big game, his city is attacked by a creature called Sin, and Sin pulls him into another world. It isn't long after Titus is in the new world that Sin attacks him again, and he wakes up in the water where he belongs. From there, he meets a host of friends, the most important, who is Yuna. Yuna is a summoner. Titus meets her as she is beginning her trials to become a grand summoner. He hears about the danger of her path and rushes in to help her. He is then invited to be a guardian on her pilgrimage. Yuna's journey is a perilous one. Her first stop, after all, is a small village that had been destroyed by Sin. Titus gets to witness for the first time as Yuna sends souls on to the far plane. People die, Yuna dances. For if she did not, the restless souls would become fiends, the enemies the group encounters on the fields. From there, Yuna travels temple to temple to pray and earn the ability to summon the Aeons that aid her in battle. And Titus follows her the entire way, protecting her because he loves her. Because Final Fantasy X is another story about love, and so is I Fell in Love with Hope. I Fell in Love with Hope begins with a boy jumping off a bridge, the protagonist Sam's love interest. It destroys Sam, and they vow to forget. And so they don't think of him the entire time they begin making new friends in the hospital where they live. A boy with anorexia who is being abused by his father, a girl who lost a lung and her mother, a boy with a weak heart and a wandering mind. They don't think about him until the new girl walks in. The new girl with suns in her eyes and scars on her skin. These 4 kids and the protagonist go on their own journey of sorts within the walls of the hospital.
Ew.
They try to leave once, but then the girl with suns in her eyes saves Sam on the very bridge they lost their first love.
Need some help?
Sam can't bear to touch their second love, and they run back home to the safety of their hospital. They allow themselves to remember him again, and instead of forgetting, they vow they're going to save the girl with suns in her eyes. They're going to save Hikari.
Are you alright?
And Titus is going to save Yuna, because the final summoning that will kill Sin and bring the calm will kill Yuna as well. But he tells her that he's not going to let her die, and they share their first kiss underwater where they cannot drown. And Sam shares their first kiss with Hikari in a moment when she is drowning, and it's that life jacket that brings Hikari back up to the surface. when hope fell in love with despair. And the book could have ended there, but just as life does, it continued. Sam and their sick friends go on another journey, this time to escape from the hospital. They talk a tattoo parlor into giving them free tattoos, and they all get the same line across their sternums. Time will cease, disease will fester, death will die. Then they spend the rest of their evening at the beach, swimming, squealing, and striving for life. They fall asleep together in the truck bed. Life is bliss until the girl who lost the lung wakes up, unable to breathe. And as they race back to the hospital, they all know what's happening. She's dying. Not long after her death, the boy with a weak heart fails his transplant. He dies too. And the boy with anorexia falls to his disease because the boy he loves falls first. Only Hikari and Sam are left. Hikari is angry at losing her friends, but she's failing too and has nowhere to place her anger except in Sam. And Sam takes it full force, remembering the boy they lost in the beginning. Titus doesn't lose anyone he hasn't already lost. He saves Yuna, and the calm comes. But when it comes time for them to live their lives together, he can't do it, for he has something to tell Yuna. He isn't real. Sam has to tell Hikari the same thing as her sickness lets up and she's finally able to leave the hospital. Sam cannot go with her, for they are neither boy nor girl. They are not kid nor adult.
I have to go.
They aren't even human at all. They cannot leave the hospital, for they are part of the hospital.
I couldn't show you Xanarkand.
Everything has a soul. People, animals, even books.
Goodbye.
And it is the hospital's soul that created a body for Sam to live in. And now that they've saved Hikari, their time is done until the next body Hikari's soul is in comes around, because Hikari's soul was Sam's first love too. Titus is Yuna's first love, but he is a dream. He cannot continue his life with her because his soul belongs with Xanarkand, the city the Faith dreamed up, and his soul must move on, but he will remain with Yuna in her dreams, just as Sam will remain with Hikari in her memories.
I got a theory. I think the faith gathered up my thoughts and put them together to bring me back. Maybe. Something like that. Or maybe I'm still a dream.
Wait! So you'll disappear?
Cherish me, Yuna. And I'll cherish you. All right? We gotta stay together. That's what we have to do.
Is that what the Faith told you?
Nah, but I like it. Hey! Whoa! Hey! That's not cherishing.
You didn't disappear.